Hello, my name is Mary Ruth Dilling, and I am CEO founder of Kindling Dreams. I describe myself as someone who educates, challenges, and encourages people on their path to make lifestyle changes to improve mental and physical wellness. I wanted to share a little bit about myself, to tell you a little bit about what I do and why. At this time of year in 2012, I was a very, very, very sick person. I was heading into my internship for my master's in mental health counseling with play therapy certification. But I had no idea how I was going to manage it. I was in constant pain. I couldn't remember anything longer than 2 seconds. I have no idea. It is only the grace of God that I managed to get through my training program. And I did it with good grades too. I still do not know how I did it. During the time I did this, I homeschooled my son, and I was also a caregiver, I should say. But I was facing my internship and I was terrified. And I was sort of complaining one day, you know, how we whine to friends and we want them to validate our feelings. I was actually, I think part of me was thinking that I wanted someone to tell me that it would be okay to quit. And I told my friend, I said, I don't know how I'm going to work full time when I'm as sick as I am. And then she said something to me. She said, Mary Ruth, you know what to do. Just do it. Oh my word. It was like a slap in the face. And it's one I needed. You know, sometimes we need a virtual kick in the seat of the pants. And that's exactly what this friend gave me. And she was right. I did know what to do. Maybe not exactly, but I knew that the things that, excuse me, that I was doing was not the best choices. Yeah, I had been a vegetarian for decades. But my style of vegetarian was not healthy. It was convenience food, you know, open a can, dump a box in a pot of boiling water. Not the best. Frozen meals. Well, I decided to start making some changes. I had just been diagnosed with Lyme disease. And you couldn't find a practitioner that would treat you effectively, that was covered by insurance and didn't cost thousands of dollars to get in to see the doctor. So I started by changing my diet. I went from the standard American vegetarian diet to a whole food plant-based diet. And then I started cutting the common allergens. And it was unbelievable. In days, my constant 9 to 10 pain dropped to an intermittent 2 to 3. My mind cleared up. I had more energy, I was sleeping better, and my memory improved. I'm not going into a lot of the detail as far as all my symptoms. Just know that I've gone through just about everything as far as being sick and all the various symptoms. I've experienced it and I've gotten better. See, what my friend knew is that I had been studying about natural remedies, alternative medicine for years. And now here it is, we're ending year 2021. It's been over 35 years that I've been studying this. But having knowledge up here is different than putting it into practice in your life and getting results. And that is what happened with me. Later, I was blessed by God, I kid you not, with a low-cost protocol for my Lyme disease. And I have shared this with others, and it's been very effective for many different types of health conditions. Because you see, it all begins in the gut. So what I do is I educate people how best to achieve positive health, both mental and physical. And then I challenge them to make those changes. And the thing is that those changes they're not easy to make. And so sometimes we can feel overwhelmed and we get discouraged. And so I'm there to help encourage, to be the cheerleader. And when you run into an obstacle, then I help you brainstorm, find a solution. And this is my passion. I love to help people. I love to help people become the person that God created them to be. I do that in various ways. I have a 10-week health class. It's called Rebuilding the Temple from the Inside Out. I have a class that is about escaping the spectrum. If you have a child who's on the autistic spectrum disorder, I have a class about escaping the cancer lifestyle. I have a class about how food affects behavior. And even recently, well, not so recently, it took me about 2.5 years to complete, but I wrote a curriculum for homeschools because I homeschooled over 20 years. And my children ranged on the spectrum of abilities. So I created a homeschool curriculum specifically to help our children be prepared for the times that are coming ahead. We know, if you read the Bible, that time is getting short, and we need to prepare our children, both spiritually and physically, and through education, to teach them the skills they need to stand firm against the horrible things that are going to be coming, the deceptions from Satan, the persecution for walking according to God's will. That is what I do. It might sound like I have a wide variety. Oh, I do. I make personal care products. I create recipes. I am a lifetime learner. And when I learn something, I turn around and share it with others. And that's why there's such a variety. I hope that this has given you just a little bit of a glimpse of what you can find at Kindling Dreams. And I hope that if I can be of service, because if you are ready to do something, if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you are ready to do whatever it takes, please contact me. I would love to be right there beside you as you move forward on this journey to improved wellness. You don't have to stay where you're at. Neither does your child. You know, I was given a horrible prognosis for one of my children. But you know what? They were wrong. Do not put a limit on what God can do through the love of a mother determined to do all she can do. You can contact me through my website at kindlingdreams.com or kindlingdreamsllc@gmail.com. Take care and God bless.